Deep in the wilds of America, a relentless foe is testing the limits of even the sturdiest enclosures and cleverest lures, prompting experts to wonder if our go-to defenses against feral swine are falling short, or if these beasts' sheer cunning is rewriting the rules of the game. Feral swine, dubbed wild pigs, tusked terrors, or rogue boars, stand as a premier scourge among non-native intruders in the continent, with numbers swelling to over 6 million by 2025, blanketing more than 35 states and infiltrating everything from rural heartlands to urban fringes. Far from typical pests, these hybrids of escaped domestics and Eurasian imports breed with ferocious speed. As a mature female can deliver dual clutches annually, each teeming with 5 to 11 young, demanding that at least 2/3 of any local horde be culled yearly to halt the exponential surge. This breeding blitz, paired with their sharp intellect, versatile survival tactics, and voracious foraging, transforms them into a scourge for cultivators, herders, and habitat stewards, tallying upwards of $2.5 billion in yearly agricultural devastation through mangled harvests, stripped grazing lands, destabilized waterways, preemptive seed devouring, and the transmission of perilous ailments like African swine fever and leptospirosis that endanger both farm animals and indigenous fauna. In strongholds such as the Lone Star State, Sooner Territory, Bayou Country, and the Sunshine Peninsula, these invaders top the list of rural blights, spurring federal and local bodies to funnel vast sums into suppression initiatives, from chopper-based marksmanship and reward hunts to experimental toxicants like warfarin-laced kaput bait, sanctioned for targeted deployment since 2017 with refinements continuing into 2025. Still, the onslaught persists unabated, underscoring the need for smarter, more synchronized countermeasures. At the forefront of proven tactics, expansive metal pen enclosures serve as the cornerstone of swine suppression, excelling at ensnaring full clans, those tight-knit packs that roam and ravage in unison. Crafted optimally with rounded barriers spanning 35 to 45 feet across and towering 6 feet or more, these setups thwart leaps and breaches, particularly when equipped with automated closures linked to surveillance feeds, enabling operators to seal the deal precisely when the bulk of the clan is committed. Yet, the finest design falters without strategic sighting and disciplined execution, areas where countless proprietors stumble and inadvertently fuel the proliferation. Insights from institutions like land-grant universities highlight location as the pivotal element, favoring spots by streams, ponds, and forage hotspots where swine congregate, evidenced by churned earth, sloppy mud baths, bark scrapes, and distinct tracks etched in the ground. With the zone secured, specialists advocate for a conditioning phase, scattering attractants like maize, aged mash, or produce within the perimeter for 4 to 8 days prior to activation, fostering familiarity and dispelling wariness among the group. A standout enticement hack involves fermenting maize in liquid for several days to amplify its pungent aroma, drawing noses from afar and augmenting it with seasonal sweets such as cantaloupe, berries, or citrus in warmer spells to craft an unbeatable draw. Those adhering to this protocol boast hauls of 25 to 35 swine per session, illustrating how precision in lure deployment and restraint yields staggering outcomes. Regrettably, impatience plagues many operators who snap the mechanism prematurely, netting mere stragglers rather than the herd, which diminishes impact and educates survivors to shun the site indefinitely, complicating subsequent efforts. Authorities suggest holding off until footage confirms consistent entry by 85% or more of the clan before striking. And post-capture, swift extraction is crucial to mute alarm calls that could repel kin for good. An additional vital maneuver entails shifting enclosure positions quarterly to outpace the swine's learning curve, given their cognitive prowess, comparable to canines in puzzle solving and recollection, that lets them catalog hazards and evolve routines. Although pursuits on foot, targeted shots, and skyward assaults can thin ranks momentarily, they seldom hit the 2/3 yearly quota essential for equilibrium, reinforcing why meticulously managed pen systems claim the throne in broad-spectrum regulation. Alas, numerous stewards grapple with shortages in gear, funds, or expertise to implement them flawlessly, allowing the marauders to encroach on fresh frontiers, manifesting in residential zones, playgrounds, leisure greens, and thoroughfares, sparking vehicular mishaps and startling populations unaccustomed to such intrusions. Footage of packs darting through traffic or demolishing communal spaces amplifies the epidemic's reach and severity. Analysts caution that absent robust, unified campaigns enlisting growers, trackers, researchers, and public entities, these swine might eclipse elk as the dominant megafauna in swaths of the nation. The struggle transcends mere yield preservation. It's a defense of biological networks, contagion containment, and countryside sustenance. Each cultivator, guardian, and terrain custodian holds a stake, and amplifying wisdom, approaches, and triumphs bolsters our collective edge against this inexorable tide. So tell us, have you or an acquaintance experimented with pen systems or conditioning lures against these raiders? What triumphs emerged and what pitfalls arose? Drop your tales below as they might arm legions in the fray. And remember, the clash endures. Hit subscribe for deeper dives into swine suppression, outsider species oversight, and authentic dispatches from agrarian and preservation battlegrounds. A 400-pound razorback genius outsmarts million-dollar traps, breeds like wildfire, and turns thriving farms into moonscapes overnight, while your best corral sits empty. Feral hogs now number over 9 million, costing America billions yearly. Yet most trappers fail for one shocking reason they never see coming. What if the secret isn't bigger steel, but a simple bait hack that hauls in 30 hogs in a single night? Discover the genius pre-baiting method Texas pros swear by, why triggering too early dooms your trap forever, and how rotating sights keeps these dog-smart invaders guessing. If you're tired of watching crops vanish and hogs vanish from traps, this one video could arm you with the edge to crush the invasion. Stick around. We're revealing the exact steps that turn empty cages into hog hauling machines.